I think reform anywhere in the world will always be a kind of a struggle for the soul of a society, right? And there's always going to be a tug of war between different factions. The question is, will the reformist camp win, or will the reactionary or the stick in the mud, conservative camp win? And I would argue that right now the reformist camp is winning. I think one thing I have to emphasize is we've had arguably 15 years of drift towards a certain kind of direction. And now we have to execute a huge U-turn, from inward-looking, protectionist to outward-looking, open, and so on. And I think I'm delighted that President Jokowi is starting to tackle the root causes. There's this great Ralph Waldo Emerson quote: "For every 1,000 people hacking away at the least of evil, you've got one person hacking away at the roots of evil." And and look, we're dismantling trade protections. We're, just in the last 6 months, we've canceled 3,000 district government regulations, right? But
you've also imposed higher taxes on imports.
In certain sectors, right? So you're right. It's a bit of a whack-a-mole, right? Like things are still popping up, but that's precisely the point I'm getting to, which is we're now starting to tackle the mindset in the bureaucracy, right? Because unless we do that, for every 1,000 regulations that we cancel, another 1,000 will spring up. So I think gradually, after trimming the worst excesses, we're now able to move to the more fundamental root causes, which is a mindset, which is a culture in the bureaucracy. So I think bureaucratic reform is coming up very fast on our agenda.
So you're pretty upbeat.
Well, yes and no, right? Don't get me wrong. We face a massive challenge. Just now in the holding room, you asked me, so how far along do you reckon you are in the reform process? And I will honestly say we're probably only 5 or 10% into it. We've got another 90, 95% to go.